the cheese. I get the cheese out. I knew I'd forget something. I knew I'd forget something. Just the cheese. That's enough. Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, honey. I know, giving me all these hearts. Yes, thank you.
How do you know that?
Because I can tell. I can tell. I see hearts coming up.
There could have been somebody else.
No, I know who's doing it. So, good afternoon, everyone. It doesn't look like there's too many people on here yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. For those that are working today and you are on your lunch breaks, I want to make sure that I include you. So, I don't want you to have to sit here and just look at me waiting. So, we're going to make something really quick today that you can actually make anywhere. You can make it at work if you have a stove. If you don't have a stove at work, you can make it at home, of course. When you hop on here, do me a favor and let me know where you're watching from. Say hello. It's like Jenny always says, you're a people, I'm a people. So say hello to me and I'll say hello to you. I'd like to say hey. We have a really great couple of things going on. So let me run over here and get honey, did I leave the names in there on my desk in a bowl?
Yeah.
Can you bring them to me, please? Because we're doing the drawing today too. We have two drawings. One of them isn't a drawing. I've already drew for her, the one that shared out the most. We're going to do the drawings later.
Let's go the other way.
Thank you. Because this is going to be a really quick keto kitchen, because today we are making the pizza that I'm not going to say it's taking the internet by storm, but I have seen a few people post it on other sites, and I was like, oh, I think I'll do that. I haven't done one in a long time. But anyway, this pizza is very quick. It's very tasty. The crust, believe it or not, does get crunchy. If you like crunchy crust, I do. It's a thin crust. And also, you can do it on your stovetop, and that's all you need. It's a stovetop. You need a non-stick pan like I have, and you will need one of these, and you'll see why you need a lid in just a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First of all, when you are using a non-stick pan, you do want to allow your pans to get hot. Most of you are probably already great cooks on here and you already know how to use a non-stick pan, but for those of you that are new to the non-stick community, let your pan get hot first. When your pan gets hot, things don't stick in a non-stick pan. Sometimes you do have to, you know, still oil it up just a tiny bit. However, with what I'm doing today, I'm not going to add any oil to it because the oils are going to come out of the cheese that I'm doing. So I'm trying to get it hot. The ingredients that you're going to need, you're more than welcome to follow along if you want to go get that. By the way, say hello. Say hello. Let me know you're here. Tell me where you're watching from. But you need some mozzarella cheese. Or if you don't have mozzarella, use the cheese that you have. I'm using mozzarella. I'm using sugar-free Rayo's homemade, this is roasted garlic. Now this here's a spaghetti sauce. I went to get some pizza sauce. They didn't have any Rayo's pizza sauce, so I went ahead and got the Rayo's spaghetti sauce. It tastes the same. Only thing is, if you're making a regular wet crust, that's got some breading in it, you might want to be careful about the regular spaghetti sauce if you use that instead of pizza sauce, because it's wetter and it can cause your pizza crust to be soggy. I don't think it'll be a problem on this particular kind that I'm doing, but on regular crust you do want regular pizza sauce if there's any way you can. But anyway, Rayo's has sugar-free. It's the lowest carb one I can find unless you make your own. Don't have time to make my own. And I'm going to be using hot and spicy Hormel pepperonis because it's a 0 carb count. I'm going to be using some Italian spice herbs. I'm going to be using some Parmesan cheese. I mean, it's pizza, right? And pretty much that's all I'm going to use. That's why it's going to be 0 carbs almost. I started to just fry up a few sausage crumbles, but I told my husband, no, we'll just go get some pepperoni. I ain't got to cook all that. So anyway, this is getting hot. So I'm going to go ahead and fill my pan. Now, I don't have a big pan. I don't know if you can even tell what size this is. I don't know. I think it's 8 inches or something like that. So I'm going to just add my cheese to it. Make sure it's not too hot or too high because you don't want to burn it. My hands are clean. I've washed them. If you are on here and you're a keto police, you might want to turn your head just for a minute because I don't have no gloves, but this is my house. Anyway, spread some cheese out inside of a hot pan. Like I said, if it's not non-stick, just spray it with a little bit of some kind of cooking oil. Okay, now spread it out. This is going to end up your crust. It's going to make a pizza crust. I'm making a pizza mess. Hi, Elaine. Alberta, Canada. I love all you Canadians. Y'all are so sweet. Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for watching. Let's see who else is on here. Peggy. Hi, Peggy from New Orleans. Peggy Erminger. Elaine. Charles Black, my husband. Crystal, my daughter. All of you are watching. So as you guys can see, I have some cheese in here. I'm using mozzarella, and I'm using the low skim, what's it called? Low moisture part skim. And listen, you guys, I do that because that way there's not a bunch of grease floating around in here, and it holds together better. If you are 100% keto, you'll want to buy the block cheese, and you'll want to chop that up or dice that up yourself or shred it, sorry. But I'm not 100%, so I actually use the bag cheese on occasion, especially for keto kitchens, because use the keto kitchens, I don't want to leave y'all on here all day. Hi from Kentucky. Hi, Barbara. T.R. Young. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. What I've just done is I've put some mozzarella cheese. I spread it out into a pan. There is no measurements for this. It depends on your pan. I have it probably about a 1/4 of an inch thick in cheese. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just letting it start to melt. As soon as it melts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it cook just a little bit so that it'll actually start to brown on the edges a little bit. Y'all, this sounds crazy, and the first time I did it, I was like, there is no way that's going to work. Hi, Darlene. But there is a way. It does work. So anyway, we're letting this melt. While it's melting, I'm going to go ahead and add on some Italian herbs. Like I said, you guys, I don't have a recipe for this. I'm going to tell you what I put in it. You can watch me. You can go back and watch. But I like Italian herbs like crazy, so I'm going to put it on my melted cheese because I love these herbs. And I've got the grinder. I saw, I think it was Keto Dad or someone using the grinder. Said it tasted better, and it does. It's better than just buying it already ground up. It seems fresher. So anyway, I put a good bit of that in there because I like it. Alright, so we're just going to let this cook for a few minutes. Notice mine is not sticking anywhere. Yay! Today's the day I do intermittent fasting, so I haven't had anything to eat. Charles, guessing you will have pizza for lunch. Honey, Elaine's talking to you.
I know.
He probably will. He's tried this pizza before, and he really liked it. It shocked him too that the crust would, that this cheese would actually make a pizza crust, and it would be hard and crispy. It shocked me really a whole lot because here I am doing a keto kitchen. All right, I think mine's a little bit high. I'm going to want to do this over medium heat. Hi, Vicki. Thank you for being on here as well. We are making pizza. You guys, I can't wait to do the drawing today. I can't wait to do the drawing. I love to give. I love to give.
I told my wife I'm going to behave today.
He's going to behave.
I will.
He's going to behave. He will. He says he will. He has been misbehaving since he woke up this morning.
Early this morning.
Thank you guys that are praying, that have been praying for my baby, my little Lucy. My little Lucy went to the vet yesterday, had surgery. She's actually doing pretty good. She's not eating yet. Honey, it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
No, it was Wednesday. So she's still not really eating anything. They said give it a few days. If she don't start eating, then, they'll see her. Does he behave often? No, Elaine, he does not behave often. He hardly ever behaves. He's called Trouble for a reason. Hi, Katrina. But thank you so much for your prayers. They cut her from one end of her abdomen to the other, it almost looks like she was butchered. But
And she follows me around everywhere.
so, but the tumor that was in her was like really flat on the bottom. It was like a box almost. It was a really weird shape, so they had to cut around it to get that tumor out. It's melting, y'all. So thank you for your prayers. Now I want you to see something. See, it's starting to melt, but when it does this and you see the cheese coming up, it's not ready. I'm going to let this cook until I could probably flip it. So, but over medium because you don't want to burn the cheese.
I wish you could smell it. It smells good.
You smell the Italian seasoning.
Yeah, no.
All right, so while it's cooking and it's halfway there, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of sauce. Now, if you're trying to stay really low, honey, can you hand me like a little measuring cup or something? If you're trying to stay really low on your macros or your carbs for the day, you can use something like this, a brush. Instead of pouring sauce on there, I'm just going to brush it on there.
Or like this.
No, just like a big regular cup. That's good. Thank you. Something this will fit in. Let me shake this up. I'm going to pour some of this inside this cup so I don't want to re-dip the cup or the brush. Usually 1/4 of a cup is a serving. I probably won't even do 1/4. But on the Rayos, this is, like I said, spaghetti sauce. I couldn't find the pizza. This is probably for a 1/2 cup. It's actually 3 net carbs. We're not even going to use 1/4 of a cup. So this is not going to be very many carbs at all. So what I'm going to do is while that's cooking, I'm just going to brush it on. I do love my sauce. And y'all, when I order regular pizza, don't I order extra sauce, honey?
Yes, you do.
I love extra sauce. So we're putting this on there. And you know, you can use any spaghetti sauce, but just be sure you count it into your macros if you are strict keto. I drink my ketones, so I don't have to be strict on when I'm eating, but I do try to. Especially, I know y'all saw my post where I did my face shot. I haven't done body shot yet because I just don't like the way I look yet. But I've lost a really good bit, and it's not because I'm strict keto either. I do these keto kitchens. I sprayed it. I do the keto kitchens because I love to eat keto, but I don't do it 100% of the time. Do it, honey?
No.
No, I don't do it 100% of the time. Just a little bit more sauce.
See, she put sauce on it. I put jalapenos.
And some people put jalapenos on it.
A lot of jalapenos. You ought to see my sub sandwich.
He likes hot.
Yeah.
He does. But that's okay. I don't. If he likes hot, that's okay. Okay, the next thing I'm going to put on there is I'm going to go ahead and, well, let's see. Let me check it first.
By the way, I'm from Kentucky too.
He is. Who's on here from Kentucky? Hi, Lisa. Katrina.
I'm coming, Lucy.
For you that just joined late, I don't have a recipe for this. In fact, there's no measurements. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for coming. However, if you want to put, I put about 1/4 of an inch of mozzarella in the bottom of a hot pan and spread it out. And then I'm letting it cook. And I'm letting it cook until it's comes to almost a crispy consistency where it's kind of brown on the edges. And then when it's brown on the edges, I'll add the rest of my ingredients and let it cook for a few more minutes. If you can see this, it's starting to lift up pretty good, like it's in one piece instead of falling apart. So it's almost ready for me to just add the other ingredients. In fact, I probably can. I like crispy. You don't want to burn it, so you do this over medium heat. I'm going to go ahead and add some Parmesan cheese to this. Parmesan cheese don't hardly have any carbs in it, and I am a cheese lover. How many of you guys like cheese? Say cheese. Hi, Amy. Do you like cheese? Say cheese. I will tell you this while I'm cooking it. You'll notice that almost everything on here is high fat, which you want on keto. But I told you the other day, you don't go crazy with fat. You just, but fat's okay on keto. I've learned that if I eat a whole lot of fat, I don't lose any weight. So this is almost all cheese right here, except for the spaghetti sauce or the pizza sauce, which is very little of that too. So since almost all of this is going to be fat, I probably will not eat much fat for the rest of the day, but that's just my personal preference. With some issues I have going on in my feet and stuff, I can't really do any exercising right now or walking. So with no exercise, you don't need to eat a whole lot of calories. Calories do count on keto too, although you don't really have to count them because you get full from what you eat. And you don't really, it's surprising. You'd be shocked. You really don't. So this is, I've got the hot and spicy pepperoni. Charles ain't the only one in the house that likes hot and spicy. I like it too. All right. And then on top of that, I'm going to put just a tiny bit more of mozzarella. Then I'm going to cover it up. All right, and put a little bit more of Italian on here. Italian seasoning. It is delicious, Barbara. It is so good. I can't wait to do the drawing, you guys. I'm getting ready to do it. Get ready to do it. Oh, and my husband, of course, he does this every week. He wants to make sure you know he eats nachos. Jalapenos on everything. Literally everything. Okay. I'm going to put this on here and let the cheese melt. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. What you want to do when you take this out, remember, you want to leave it on there until it's brown on the bottom. You can get it up with a spatula really easy and slide it. So I'm going to be sliding it out in a minute so you can see how easy it is to slide out. You let it set for about 5 minutes, and when you do, it actually gets crispy. The crust will get very crispy. It's very good, and it's very shocking to me that it tastes like pizza, but it's so good. Okay, so here we go. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Who's ready for the drawing? Hi, Bobby. Thank you for joining. Listen, you guys, I know some of you are not in the drawing this week. Here's how you get in the drawing. I do that last Friday of every single month, and I send you out something really great. All you have to do is share out my lives. You share it out, comment share so I'll know that you shared it, and your name is entered automatically into the drawing. The more you share it, the more times I put your name in the drawing. I have 2 drawings today. One is for the one that shared the most, and the other one is for all of you, for every single one of you that shared in the month of June. Your name is in there. Where is it? All right, you ready? Well, this is melting. All right, you ready? All right, let's do this. This is the regular drawing that we're doing right here. The monthly drawing. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, you ready? All right. I'm not going to look. I got to make sure I got one piece of paper, though, because when they fold up, they get all tangled. Okay, let's see who won this drawing. Ready? Oh, my goodness. I don't even think you're on here. Deborah Jones. Deborah Jones. Can y'all see this? Deborah Jones. You probably can't. But anyway, Deborah Jones has won this drawing right here. And that's the monthly drawing. So go ahead and share this out. Get some people watching. Get some people learning how to cook keto or low carb, if you like. So the person that won for the most shares, and there was almost a tie, because several of you shared more than once, but Frankie Carver won the most shares. So Frankie, if you're not on here, I will be contacting you soon, getting your address so I can send you something. And Deborah Jones actually she actually works in my business. So I'm sure I can get with her really soon and get her address too, so we can get that started. Okay, so we got our winners, and I want y'all to win. I want everybody that watches and supports me on my ketos, I want all of you to win. All right, you ready? Let me take this off. Stick it over here. All right, see what we got. Can y'all see this pizza? Oh my God. Let's going to come out just like a pizza. Look at there. Look at there. And as soon as it cools down, I'm going to cut it. And you definitely do need a sharp knife or a pizza cutter when you cut it, because like I said, it's just as crunchy as a regular pizza crust. This is delicious. So thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, other than sharing it out, if you're not in my group yet, listen you guys, there's some good things in the group, and I wrote it down. In the group, it's non-judgment zone. A lot of people that are in groups have a problem because in those groups they're judging each other. If somebody puts something out there that they think is wrong, they're critiquing. People that are starting out on keto, low carb, or whatever plan they decide they want to be on need to be supported where they're at. They do not need to be fussed at and judged. So that's not what we do in our group. So it's a non-judgment zone. We have low carb and keto. We have food plans. We have meal plans. We have things in there for children. There's workouts in there. There's doctors inside the group that actually talk to you about ketones, ketosis, what it does for your body, all kinds of stuff. Hey, Sissy. My sister Teresa's on here. Hi, Amy. If you want in the group, just type group in the comments. If you don't want to miss a keto kitchen, just click on the 3 dots at the top. Follow me. You don't have to friend me unless you want to, but follow me, and I can definitely make sure that you're notified when I go live every single Friday. I also come on here at least one other time during the week for keto tips, which has helped so many people. I get private messages all the time how it's helping them. If you don't have anyone to coach you, I would love to help you. And so anyway, if you are brand new on here, say new. If you're eating keto, type out keto. And if you're low carb, say low carb. If you just want to be, say wanna be. Just let me know who you are. So anyway, God bless your day. Congratulations to the winners. I'll get with you soon so I can get your addresses and get some things sent out to you. And next month is another drawing for all of you guys. Have a blessed day. I'm going to go eat my pizza.